couple of days later now, we've had some pretty big improvements. The first of which is the sign. It's actually starting to come into fruition. We can see the entire look. We'll get a closer look at that shortly. We had something come back from Powder Coat, Paramount AP3400 pec deck. Now, this is super cool because it's incline. So what's nice about this is that when you use it, it's got an incline to it, which is something that I haven't seen in very many other pec decks. Most pec decks are flat. The other four that we have here are all flat, but this one has a nice incline to it, which is really, really cool. Yesterday, the guys also made the Nautilus leverage chest press. Now, what's cool about this is that it's not really a line that suits the gym. The Nautilus leverage line, it's a very modern brand. Everyone can buy it. And so on that basis alone, it's not one that I'd opt for. But that piece in particular, with the IP initially dating back to the Flex leverage chest press, is fantastic. And I think that shows that we've got a tasteful way of selecting kit. It's not just about buying a brand. It's not just about buying the age of the kit, because the brand and the age aren't completely indicative of whether a product is any good or not, because whilst Flex is great, there's lots of really poor bits. While a piece from the 80s is typically good, there's lots of poor ones. So being able to pick between new and old in a most tasteful way, and between different brands in the most tasteful way, is the art of equipment. We also took delivery yesterday of the Nebula vertical leg press and the Bodymasters 321 lateral raise, and actually the Gen 1 tricep. I'll chuck those on the screen. They all arrived yesterday, and the Cybex Galileo chest press. I'll put all four on the screen. They've all gone off today in a couple of different loads to a couple of different powder coaters to really kind of cap off the last deliveries. And then in terms of deliveries back today, we've got an abundance of things that will arrive over the next hour, which is quite exciting. We've got 2 vans, both on their way back currently from Powder Coat, with I think around 6 or 7 machines between them. Interestingly though, we are seeing the sign for the first time. What's really cool about it is on the bits either side of the sign, we've got very much like a magazine texture. Obviously the magazine theme is the theme we went with for the gym. Old school bodybuilding mags in the style of Flex mags. And so having the magazine theme where from one perspective when you look at it, you see the logo, the next perspective, that one disappears, another one reappears. That's a really cool theme. And having a big 3D logo that's actually in 3 layers. We've got the back layer that's backlit, so you've got like a shadow light behind that. Then you've got the big green circle that you guys can see, and then you've got the white logo on the front, which is front lit. So you'll see the white T, the green is just the green, and then the back logo, the back plate is actually backlit. So that's gonna look awesome. That's really the showpiece, so that every piece of the room where you look around now is detailed. Down on the front as well, this is the all-important 35-degree leg press. We really wanted to get a 35-degree leg press in because we have a couple of 45s. We have an Cybex 45, we have a Nebula 45, and then we have the Atlantis 35, and now we have the Nebula 35, which is cool. So we've got 4 linear leg presses. We've got obviously a bunch of hip presses. We've got things like pendulum, we've got the Atlantis pendulum, we've got the Randy Coil swing squat, we've got multiple hack squats, we've got the Magnum hip press, we've got the Supercat bear squat, we've got the thigh isolator, the Icarian lying leg press, and really with things like the true squat included, there are so many compound leg exercises that we've got here. But in leg presses specifically, this filled the gap for me. We've got the oldest of old Nebula leg presses with Tom Ellerman's first ever prototype, and we've got a more modern 35-degree built ready to handle some heavy loads but be really smooth in the process. A great addition, rounding off the trio of all Nebula leg press angles, because we've got the vertical leg press as I mentioned, which has just gone off to powder, the 45-degree prototype which comes back from powder next week, and this one which I don't think needs powder, to be honest, because it already looks great. We might do a little bit to it. I'm tempted to get this moving parts off to go green, but I'm going to think about it. So coming up to see this sign, first and foremost we've got, in fact we'll go a little bit higher, so a bit of an up close look at the sign. This is the sort of magazine print that will appear and then disappear and then reappear, and I think that's super cool. But this is what I was talking about with the plate. So behind here you've got another plate which is completely backlit, and that's the plate that will actually hold the sign on the wall and will have all of the LEDs mounted to it that will create this sort of cove effect behind the light. Then you've got this big board which is a complete rail match to the wall, or near enough anyway. I mean, it's not one-to-one, but it's certainly not far off either. This actually matches the equipment one-to-one as well, which is cool. It's like a little detail. And then obviously we've got on the front this well, I don't know what the exact sort of material is, but this is a raise to what is that, maybe a couple hundred mil off the wall to give it the 3D effect, but also what houses the front light. So in here we've got like a cool white light that will shine through it, and especially of an evening when it goes a bit darker in here in the winter, if the shutter's open or if not through the glass, you are going to see this and it's going to look absolutely awesome. And at night time, if we do shut off some of the lights, which I imagine we will because we're not 24 hours, all that you'll see is some of the LED details, the LEDs that go around under the coves with the boards of the brands, the LEDs that sit within the store, and the LEDs in the sign. They're the details that are unmatched. All in all, it's coming together. So many new pieces hitting the deck every single day at the moment, with all the powder coaters finishing up on their final few bits, and with us actually extending the deadline for open day to August the 8th. I say extended, I mean, we never actually committed to a day, but in the back of my mind, I wanted to be open in July. So pushing it back to the 8th of August, whilst not letting anybody down, did actually buy us an extra couple of weeks to just get those extra few bits. So those bits that were arriving in containers just that little bit too late, suddenly are not too late, and actually they're arriving and we can get them refurbished in time to open. So things like that flex leverage row, at the time of ordering that, it was coming in as an upgrade to the gym, but actually now it's going to come in time for open day. And they're the little things that I'm really, really gassed about to just fill in the gaps. We actually have way too many pieces for what the space will allow. So again, another example, I've got 4 or 5 prime pieces in here, but I took it upon myself to try and replace those. So things like that prime leg extension, well, I've now got 8 or 9 leg extensions. So just with leg extensions as an example, we had that prime and it was one of the first ones I wanted to put in, the plate loaded one. But let me actually throw on the screen some of the alternative options that we've got here. We've got the Magnum, we've got the Bodymaster CX109 Super leg extension, we've got the Flex, we've got the Medex leg extension, Cybex VR, Strive, and now a second Bodymasters option. So a ridiculous number of alternatives, and 9 leg extensions is, as you can imagine, overkill for a gym of this size. So being in a position where I've now got too much kit is a really cool place to be, because some of those extra bits can go into a gym unity and we get the chance to really pick exactly what we want, not just what we've got available. But that's going to do it for another episode, guys, at TDM Gym. Really trying to open the best gym in the UK. Exciting times. We are probably just a couple of episodes away from open day now. It's Friday today. Monday, Tuesday, we are packed with guys on site coming to fix that world map wall at the back there. So you guys can see that's one of the main bits of the gym that just looks weeks behind everywhere else. That's because we're installing a vinyl print there. So that's all glue on that wall, ready to take the vinyl on Monday or Tuesday. All the exterior signs going up. Our clothing store will be finished. The museum cabinet will be finished. The one bit that I'm struggling on getting done, if I'm totally honest, is TDM Gym. The statue of our mascot, but I'm working on it and we'll keep you guys posted. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.